So today or this month has made it 3 months of consistently putting out content on YouTube. I remember when the idea came to be December 2024. I wasn't sure how it was going to turn out, but I was ready to try regardless. And when I had made up my mind that I was going to start putting out content in 2025, I used December to start learning. Not learning, I could edit videos then, but I just needed to brush up my skills with maybe learning keyframes, learning all those features that needed to be learned. And that was how I said, okay, I was going to start. But I needed to put in a structure, and that was how I came up with the idea of creating my content prior to the following month. That's to say, if I was to create content for January, if I was to start posting in January, I should use December to create the content. And if I was to post in February, I should use January to create the content. Hi, my name is Adeze, your favorite low-code, no-code developer and a freelancer. I've had the opportunity of sharing a bit of everything I do with people, either on individual basis, in groups that I belong to, on social media and all that, but not a lot of people get to know those things. And sometimes I find myself repeating myself over and over again, because when people come at different times to ask for something, it gets me very drained that I have to say these things over and over. Probably they're asking for my insights on something like Upwork, low code and all that. So instead of getting very overwhelmed with answering messages, I decided to start creating content and putting it in a public platform where people could find. And that was how I came up with creating my videos to put on YouTube. And it's been 3 months of consistency. So I remember when I wanted to start, and I was like, with so much energy, I'm going to be posting 3 times a week. There's long form videos 3 times a week. I'm going to be posting so many shots at the same time, but it didn't look sustainable. But I was happy I could pick it on time to know when to put in a more structured way to put out my content. So with these 3 months of consistency, I'm hoping to come here every quarter of the year to come and share my progress reports, what I've been up to, what I've learned in those months, and just keep myself accountable with what I'm putting out here. With that being said, I'm going to answer a couple of questions I have here on my phone. So I'm hoping that it covers many of the questions people have asked me, either in comment sections or you have wanted to ask me. So I'm hoping that this also encourages you who is looking to put out content to start putting out your content and just do what needs to be done, right? So let's go. The first question: when did you start creating content on YouTube? I started creating in December, but I started posting officially in January. I think January 1st was when my first content went out. That should be on a Monday, because I think I've been trying to follow that pattern since then. So I used December to create the content, and I used January to start putting out the content. So yeah. How many subscribers did you start with? So before I started on YouTube, I had about 53 subscribers, but I now started telling people on Twitter mostly what I was looking to start putting out, the kind of content I was looking to start putting out, and I told them that they should start subscribing to my YouTube channel so that they can stay updated and know when I post out content. So I started that. I can't remember when in December I started asking people to subscribe to the channel, but between January and between December and January, I had gathered about 800 plus subscribers. Not much, I think 100 and something, not up to 10 extra to the 100. So I started with, let me say 100, but before I started putting it out there, it was about 53 subscribers I had. So yeah. How do you manage creating content and working? My dear, it didn't easy. It's been hard. I can't even lie to you. It's been hard. So at the beginning of January, I was just freelancing, and I had so much time in my hand, but I was learning at the same time. But I tried to record content in bulk because I prefer to have all my contents for the following months ready so that I'm not under pressure with putting out contents and putting out contents that are shabby. So I'm always trying to create contents ahead of time so that it gives my video editor time to edit the videos and have them ready. So I just schedule them for every week. So it's not been easy, but some days I could record up to 3 sets of content. And you know that if you're even recording even one content, you can record, stop, and have like 10 pieces for just one content before they put them all together and have it ready. So I used to create like up to 30 pieces of videos in a day, and it's hard. I've had challenges where my mic will go off while recording, the light will trip off, or my battery has run low. Just one problem or the other. It's not been easy, but I've been very determined that I must put out that content. You get it? So the way I've been able to manage work and creating content is just using my weekends to batch create content, like create 3 to 4 content. And when I create 3 to 4 content, especially if it's up to 4, it can serve for the whole month. So when I do that, I'll now leave it to the hands of my editor so that it gives them time to start editing it against the next month. So yeah, that's how I've been able to manage staying consistent and working. Next question is, how have you been able to stay consistent? I think that answers it. So at the beginning, I wanted to be putting out 3 long form videos on YouTube, but I realized that it was not sustainable. So what I came up with doing was putting out 2 long form videos. One was my Monday content, like maybe about Upwork, talking about jobs, freelancing, job tips, everything in between. Then Wednesdays or Thursdays or Fridays, within those 3 days, mostly Thursdays or Fridays, I put out hands-on content where I'm demonstrating using one of the tools I work with. So that's how I've been able to, manage it. I knew 3 were not sustainable. So when I create my long form videos on Mondays, I let my editors craft out some shots out of that I can put on both my YouTube and other social platforms to let people have a snippet of what the long form content is for them to go and watch. So that's one shot. Then I also used to create one shot for every Wednesday, just something different, mostly within my field, or just some sort of encouragement or anything at all. I just have 2 shots and 2 long form videos. So there are times also that I might be on my way to somewhere, maybe church, or I'm going out, and an idea will just come to my head. So I can just be recording myself on the road while talking so that I don't run out of ideas, and just post them in their field in their raw form as a short on my YouTube channel. There are moments. So I didn't want to box myself, in as much as I wanted to put a very appealing content. I didn't want to box myself, so I tried to freestyle as much as possible and not put myself under pressure. So the next question is, what challenges did you face in the journey of creating YouTube content? I made a lot of mistakes. So I have the tendency of talking very fast. I don't want to say I stutter. I don't stutter, but when I'm talking too fast, my words try to get into each other. So it was quite a bit of a challenge. So I tried to take a deep breath, gather my words together. Sometimes I post the content like that, but most of the times I have that edited out. Then sometimes I feel like, so I try to talk the way I usually talk to people. But because I'm camera conscious, I try to now begin to forget my lines, forget what I'm supposed to say. Then I think at the beginning too, I wasn't using a script where I could always look back, say, pause and all that. I felt like I could have everything in my head at once and say it at once. So it was a challenge until my husband said, get a script, write it down. Okay, to take a break. And my brother-in-law and my husband have been very supportive. They've been helping me when I want to videos. There are times I try to do it on my own. It's quite hard. I think I learned a trick from TikTok where you put a mirror in front of your camera so that you're seeing yourself. Then when you talk, you stand up, go and pause and do that. I tried it. It was not easy, but it was helpful for when everybody in the house was busy and I didn't have anybody to help me to record, especially when I felt ready to record and there was nobody to stand behind him, the tripod stand and the light to make adjustments for me. So that was also a challenge for me. Then finding a day to actually record. So because I presently work in 9 to 5, as when I'm making this video, I work in 9 to 5 remotely as an AI automation engineer. So my week is usually very tight. Then weekends, I try to use the weekends to rest, take care of my home, cook in bulk, and before you can even catch a breath to record video, the night has come and there is no bright light again, and maybe the inverter has gone off for you to use the inverter and the lights, like my light for recording. So it's always a challenge for me, but I try regardless. So at the beginning, I used to record every day when I was not working yet. I was recording every day until I couldn't keep up. I started recording every Saturday. I couldn't still keep up. So the day I now decide to record, I'll now record multiple contents. Like today, as when you're watching this video, let's believe that this is the second content I'm recording for today, and I'll most likely record 2 more so that I batch record at once and know that my content for the month or for the coming months is ready. So having to find a day to record is quite a challenge, and adjusting camera, adjusting my getting tired when either your mic has gone off or your phone has died while recording and all that. So it's been a lot of challenge for me. And I think coming up with content, but over time as I started creating content, I don't think coming up with ideas became an issue because I was using people's feedback or questions to create content. So yeah. The next question is, how did you come up with ideas? How do you come up with ideas to create content? Okay, I've already answered it in the previous one. I come up with ideas based off of people's questions that they ask me. So if somebody asks me a question, I could just talk, okay, I'll record a video on that and I'll share. So I believe that it will be helpful to the person and helpful to more people. So I converted questions people ask me personally to content. I go to my comment section or comment sections of other people. I get idea from other creators, so when they make a content on something, I make my own version of the content and add more things. Then I think I also consult ChatGPT, but I don't rely much on ChatGPT. Reason being that I appreciate ChatGPT generating content, right? But if I don't work based on what people want from me, especially what they're asking for, I might not have people watching my content. So I need to be sure that I'm giving people what they really want to see, what they really want to know, because they are the ones that will come back to watch the content. But if I'm just generating content from ChatGPT and I'm recording based on that, and it's not an interest to people, that would be a challenge. So I rely heavily on questions people ask or comments people make, either from my own post or from other people's comment section. That's how I generate ideas to record. What month did you have your highest subscribers and how did it happen? My dears, I'm sure my highest subscribers came in March. So I made a tweet that I can't say I didn't envisage it going viral, but I didn't think it would go that viral. It went when I was making this time I'm making this video, that tweet was over 87,000 impressions. So this was the lesson I learned from that tweet. So that tweet brought me, I think, about 100 plus subscribers, about that amount. I'm not sure now, but because before I made that tweet, I was in 600 and something subscribers. As at when I'm making this video, I am at 730 subscribers, so over 100. But this was the lesson I learned from that experience, right? I didn't make that post for it to go viral, even though I envisaged it was going to go viral. I made that post to encourage people who were in freelancing and who were learning my skills that they could make money from it. And because I've been making content for my YouTube channel that I've been sharing on my Twitter page, I had people check me out. And this is a lesson I was able to draw from it. Just keep creating that content, whether it's getting the visibility it requires or not. Just keep making it. Reason being that when a situation will come for people to know about what you do, they would have a reason to stay. So imagine me not creating content, or I created and stopped creating because I wasn't getting engagement, views and all that on my YouTube channel, and I stopped creating content, and people checked me out and they were like, You just did 1 or 2 videos. I beg, let's leave. But when they checked me, I remember somebody made a comment. If I can put the comment somewhere else here, I will. Where he said he was impressed when he saw that tweet I made. It was a tweet of me sharing that I had bought a MacBook, and I was like, thank you, Upwork, thank you, Zapier, thank you, Airtable, thank you, Make.com. So he said he was impressed when he saw that tweet. But having visited my YouTube channel, he's more impressed by the things he sees here. So imagine if I wasn't putting out good content just because I wasn't getting views. Because I've had this notion that why are you putting out, why should you put out good content now? Why don't you wait when you have hit the milestone for monetization, then you start putting out good content so that you can monetize it and make money from the views and all that. But I told myself that the primary reason why I started this channel was not to make money. While making money is good and it should be a reward for my hard work, that was not my primary reason. My primary reason was to share knowledge with as many people as possible, especially people who were asking me questions that I knew that if they asked me, I could easily make reference to and watch it on my YouTube channel. And I enjoy teaching, I enjoy talking. When I can, no, not like I'm always yapping. When I can, or when I have the opportunity to, I'm always talking. I enjoy doing it. So I just told myself that why don't you just do it for the fun of it? So when I had people visiting my channel and they were finding it interesting, they wanted to stay and all that, it was very encouraging. I had a lot of subscribers that period. I had a lot of people commenting. I had followers on Twitter, I had followers on LinkedIn because I had my channel link and my LinkedIn attached to my Twitter channel. And I think that was a smart move from me to have attached those things all along, because it kept helping me get leads, follow me on my various platforms, because I had something to share. I mean, if they didn't find me or my content valuable, they would certainly not be following. Not just because I went viral, but because the algorithm went to the side of people who found my content useful. And it also helped me connect with more people who were in my field. And I liked it. I didn't prepare for it, but I think I handled it well. I was able to just keep sharing about in fact, before I started mentioning about my YouTube channel, because it was not in my mind, I had gone, hours had gone by before I said, repost about what you do on YouTube, so that as they are coming, they will visit and see what you are doing. And I decided that okay, I should do that. And I had more subscribers, I had people stay, I had people comment, and yeah, that was the month. March was the month I had the most subscribers, and it was awesome. So the next question is, what did it feel like when you posted your first YouTube video? So my first YouTube video, I scheduled it December to January. So I'm always scheduling my videos because I get very busy and I don't want to forget, and I don't want to wake up feeling overwhelmed with having to post my videos, and I'm now doing things shabbily and all that. So I try to schedule my videos every week, sometimes if I can 2 weeks ahead, so that I know that that's off my head and I'm just dealing with responding to comments, which is faster than uploading a video. So I scheduled the video for January 1st in December, and I remember going for crossover and I was looking forward to the number of views I'll have. So after crossover, I checked. I think I saw 5. I remember turning to my husband and saying, people are not viewing my videos. I told him that people are not watching my videos. These that they don't find it interesting. He said, they just break them. Like, it's not even daybreak. This is just crossover. People are still sleeping. I should be patient. And I'm like, okay. I think it took days before that video even gathered some views. But I was anxious. Would they watch it? Would they like it? Is this something I want to watch? I wasn't sure how people would take it. But I think I have a beautiful community on Twitter that accepts whatever I put out, the kind of things I put out. And when I made a post about the video being out on YouTube on my Twitter handle, they were like, okay, we're going to watch. They dropped their feedback, they reposted, and yeah, I think so far, as when I'm making this video, I have about 49 videos. It's 16th March, and I have about 49 videos on that channel. For the last 3 months, I've posted about 49 videos. So yeah, it was not an easy thing or an easy time. The first day I put out my content, but after that I cared less. I just make sure that videos I'm putting out are not boring. They are what people want to see, and I go about my day and just make sure to talk about it as much as possible. I don't talk about all my videos as I should, especially on LinkedIn. That's because I don't want it to be like I'm trying to gather views. So I'll try to talk about other things, because aside creating content on my YouTube channel, I want to build a personal brand around what I do on LinkedIn. So I don't want to start spamming people's timeline with the post of a video. So I tell myself, if I made the first post and they did not watch it, what makes me think they'll watch it the second time? So people who are interested will watch it if I make the post the first time. But I think for the sake of new people coming to my page, it's okay for me to record. So I'm looking to do maybe a quarterly pin of all the videos on my channel. I'll just make a straight post of all of them with their links, so that when new people come to my channel, they can find it. Either I'll do it monthly or quarterly, I don't know, but it's an idea I have in mind to do. So yeah, that's it. So the next question is, did you ever feel like giving up at any time? Several times. Several times. Maybe at the beginning I mentioned how I could be recording out, like I would start with so much enthusiasm and power, and in the course of it, they're telling me that my phone is hanging, that it said that there's no space, or it's telling me that my phone is too hot, so the camera doesn't want to open again, or my mic has died because I've been using it to record, and I wouldn't. I remember one of the times I was recording, I spoke for 10 minutes. I didn't even realize my mic had gone off. I had no idea that my mic had gone off. And I just got discouraged because I had put in so much energy and enthusiasm in recording that video. Or should I talk about the time I was recording a video? I had changed to another dress and I had one small pendant kind of thing on the dress, and I attached my mic there. I had recorded so much, batch processed and batch recorded, and by the time I was done, for every time I was talking, that thing was hitting my mic and it was making sound. That video never made it to the internet because what kind of nonsense video was I looking to put out there? So that was how I condemned that content. I don't know if I ever recorded that content again, but I had to condemn the video. So with every mistake and with every challenge came lessons for me. So I now learned that when I record a video, I pause, I go and listen to it, hear how it sounds before I go to the next one, or before I record, because I was like, let me record everything at once. When I finish recording everything, I will now sit down and watch them and put them together. But I had to learn from experience that it doesn't work that way. So yeah, and I'm looking to also, alternate recording with my phone, my laptop. So I used to use a Windows before, and my camera was not as clear as this one you're seeing. So I used to resort to using my phone because my phone camera was really clear. So now that I have a MacBook, probably I'll try to record more with my laptop since the camera is clear, no pressure of putting live camera action everywhere. I will just see, there are no rules. I will just keep trying my best, trying around and seeing what works eventually. But this is my first time recording with my MacBook, and I think I like the quality of the video. I might just see it depending on the use case. So yeah, I've been discouraged a lot of times, but when I remember my why, I keep doing it, and I'm hoping to sustain it and see how much I'm going to grow by the end of December. So help me God. Yeah. So the next question is, why did you start creating content? I think I've answered some of these questions in previous times, but let me just lay emphasis on them. I started creating content because I want to share a lot. I love to share a lot. I have insights on a lot of things that I share either in communities I belong to, groups, or with personal people. And I felt like more people can know about it. Why do I restrict it to my WhatsApp status or around me? Why don't I just share it with the world? And people have been finding my videos very valuable, especially after the fact that I saw that some of the things I shared with people, they were learning from it and they were getting results. And I felt like more people should know about this. Let me start putting out content around it. Then people were asking me questions either about Upwork, what I do as a local developer, resources to use. So instead of always answering people on an individual basis and maybe giving them a very short answer that will not attend to their needs, because I'm trying to cut time or save time and not also ignore their messages, I try to put out content in my YouTube channel so that they can. That's why when people reach out to me, the question you're most likely wanting to ask me, I've answered it on my YouTube channel. Just be sure that you've explored my YouTube channel and you didn't find it before asking me. And that's why I make it also very easy that my videos are in playlists. So when you visit the channel, you can just peruse the playlist and see the one that fits into your need, and you watch. Not compulsory you watch all the videos, but it will be nice if you watch all the videos, not because I want more views, but because you could learn a lot of things from the ones you don't even think you need to watch. What motivates you to stay consistent? I think one of the motivation would be my husband. So when I wanted to start creating content, my husband was not around. He had traveled that moment, and I reached out to him to tell him that I want to start creating YouTube videos. He didn't even ask me why. He just said, okay, let's talk about it when I return. And I said, okay. So when we returned, he was even the one that reminded me and said, you said you want to create content. I said, yes, I'm looking to buy gadgets. He said, okay, let's go out. We went out and he bought me my LED lights. But okay, we already had a tripod stand in the house. Bought me LED light, bought me mic. I think those were it, but they didn't come cheap because not be ring light kind of light. He bought like LED light. So he motivates me. Aside the fact that I didn't want him to feel discouraged for spending that money. Not like he is, but I just don't like that when people make investments in my life, they don't see the results of it or they don't see the effort. So sometimes I just think of the fact that this man has tried. Let me not waste his money. So let me put out the content. Plus, he also gives me feedback. So he watches my YouTube channel, my YouTube videos when he has time. That constructive feedback or positive feedback. So the fact that somebody in my house is actually watching my content and he's always giving me feedback encourages me. Then also people's feedback too encourages me. That's why I'm always like, drop comments, tell me what you think. Because when I see those comments, it just makes me feel like I should do more and I should keep putting out things that I find very valuable or that I know that are very valuable. That keeps me motivated even on days that I feel like, you know what, let's pack this thing up. But I'm hoping to be here for as long as possible. It's not in my hand, it's not in my strength, but I'm going to do my best humanly possible. So these are the things. People who watch my content are the people who encourage me, and my husband so is one of the people who encourages me. So then how do you come up with your posting pattern on YouTube? I came up with that pattern like I mentioned before. I think if I knew that these questions were here, I shouldn't have answered all of them before. Yeah, let's answer them. So I come up with my posting content so that while others might be doing every day on YouTube, I knew that was not sustainable and I wanted to be consistent, but I had to choose my kind of consistency. And my kind of consistency was once every week, every Monday. Then put out demo videos on any of the tools I'm learning during the week. That one is not compulsory so that I don't put myself under pressure. I used to put myself under pressure until I told myself, do it when you think you can, so that you don't put out shabby things out there and you are not under pressure. But every Monday I put out every other kind of content on my YouTube channel. Then I put out shorts on that same Monday. That's like extracts from the main long form video and maybe any other kind of shorts that I make during the week that I feel like should be there. And freestyle with my shorts. Aside posting Mondays and Wednesdays, if I have any other shot that I record me when I'm on the road talking and it could come back to give me post it there, but consistently Mondays there should be one short, one long form video, and Wednesdays. So yeah, that is how I came up and it worked for me. What's your plan or goal for your channel for the next 9 months? I don't know. I'll just keep putting out the content. I'll just keep showing up. I'm hoping that I would have made good progress in terms of views, subscribers. I'm hopefully to get monetized this year, but it's not my driving force. Like I said, it's not my driving force, but the goal is to keep improving my content, putting out things people would love to see as far as God help me to have the time. The goal is to grow the content and keep blessing lives with what I put out. So yeah. Do you think it's been worth it? Absolutely yes, it's been worth it. I've had more people reach out to me. I've had to find myself in paid speaking engagement because they were able to watch my content and saw that I could deliver on some specific topics, and they're like, why not come and talk to our people about this? So the goal actually for in 2025, I remember putting that out on my YouTube, on my WhatsApp status, saying that I'm looking to do more of public speaking in 2025. And when I made that post, I wasn't sure how, but I had to tell myself that for me to do public speaking, I had to put myself out in the public so that people find me fit enough to consider me for a public speaking role. Either they invite me or I apply for it. I was looking to do public speaking and it's paying off gradually. I'm not where I intend to be yet, but I'm making progress and I'm here for it all. More people have found me. I monetize giving people clarity call now. I get paid to come and talk to people. I'm building a community. I'm just, doing what needs to be done to put myself out there the more. So yeah, it's been worth it, and I know it will be more than worth it eventually. So yeah, these are questions I've answered. These are all the questions, and I hope I was been able to answer some of your questions. If I haven't, you can drop it in the comment section, and I can just maybe drop a message, a response to your question. But this has been my journey. So for some of you who found me newly and think I've been here for the longest time, as at 16th March 2025. I'm just 3 months on YouTube. So don't be like, wow, you made significant progress. Well, true, I have, even though I didn't think I'll make it this far, but I'm grateful for how much progress I've made. And I'm here and I'm hoping to share more things with you. So you can also drop in the comment section what you would love me to talk about. If it's something I can consider, we'll do it. If it's something that is outside the scope of what I do or what I can do, I could tell you that I can't do this one. So, like, this channel is mostly about Upwork, freelancing, working remotely, what I do as a low-code, no-code developer, and everything around that. So I hope you enjoyed watching it up to this point, and I'm hoping you stick around this community and we become a family. We talk more, chat more, and see you next second quarter when I come back. God helping me when I come back to give my progress report again on how far it has been on YouTube, on my journey as a YouTuber and content creator. So follow, like, comment, and just share with people you think will find it valuable, and let's just become a community together. I'll try my best to always respond to your comments as far as I see them and respond to them. So let's believe that I'm here to stay for as long as possible. So thank you for coming to my YouTube channel. I enjoyed doing this session and talking with every one of you, even though I know that I'm not talking to anybody in particular, but I find it like an interactive session and I enjoy doing this. So see you another time. Let's get back to creating our usual content. Do take care. Bye.